Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylan Alex. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe, become part of the tribe. I love to see you again. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in. So today's video is going to be a very interesting video. I get a lot of questions about this type of stuff, so I figured I'd just go ahead and share with the girls, like, some of my advice on how to purchase high-end, or to prepare to purchase high-end, and just my tips and kind of how I do it, or how I analyze and then attack. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I've kind of summarized my tips and advice into 4 categories. This topic can go a little deep based on the person, but I'll try to keep it high level and broad, just for the sake of not overkill and giving information that's not even necessary. So the first thing I want to talk about is budget. Budget is going to be the first and most important thing to making any type of purchase. You want to know or figure out how much is it that you're willing to spend. I have a video on my recommendations for your first luxury item. It'll be linked above. Your budget is going to help you decide whether or not if you're comfortable, whether or not you purchase resale or retail. Resale is going through a person or a consignment shop to purchase a pre-loved bag. You can get really, really nice bags in very good condition, excellent condition, from resale. Now, you do have to be a little diligent in finding a company or brand that you trust and that you like, and that the price is right, but it's definitely possible. Highly recommend it. I shop pre-loved all the time. I sell some of my things, so it's a good market if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, that's totally okay. You still have to know how much you want to spend. But a particular bag that you want is a little bit more. You have 2 options. You can wait and save the rest to purchase retail, or you can check the pre-loved market to see if there is one within that budget. I come across it all the time. For instance, my Dior saddle bag retails for, I believe, $3,700 in the store, and I purchased it resale for $2,500. I have a video on that if you want to go back and see that. But there are certain brands that resale value is slightly lower, and so you can get a better deal if you purchase resale. And the bag that I purchased was in excellent condition. It had all the accessories except the box, so you can get a really good deal resale. Just to put that disclaimer out there. I was looking to purchase a Chanel wallet on chain. I thought the bag was completely sold out, and something told me to just check around. So I checked the resale market, and I found one which was well above retail. But I was like, I really want this bag. I'm willing to, wait and just like make sure I get this bag. But let me just double check that the store doesn't by chance have one just, somewhere, and they can just get it for me. Glad I did that, because the bag was available in the store for retail, which was $1,000 less than what it was reselling for on, this particular resales page. So this is kind of like what I mean. You can get a bag that is either well above retail or under retail and still be fine. So I say find the budget, figure out how much you want to spend, and check around for it. So the resale value helps me determine whether or not the item or the brand is worth me making that full investment in retail. If I would have purchased my Dior bag at retail price, I mean, it's totally fine if that's not your thing, so you can just skip over this part. But if it's something that you are interested in, this is just my advice. I could have gotten the same exact bag for a fraction of the cost. The bag was in really good condition. There were no, there was nothing crazy wrong with it. It was current season. So that helped me make a decision based on the fact that I could get this bag resale for way less than if I just paid retail price. Like I said, I do think at some point everybody needs to experience what it feels like to go into the store and make a purchase at retail. However, whenever I'm considering making any purchase, I dig a little bit. I search around, see how much it's selling for, if they're available, how many they're available for. I think about these things. I think about resale value when I'm making a big purchase, point blank. Resale value is also important because it helps you determine, if you're like me, if you want to resell it, how much could you possibly get back for the bag if you decide to resell it. So like I said, that's something I think about because I do resell my bags. Some of the brands that I like, or I guess companies that I like to shop or sell with, are Tracy, Fashion File, which it seems like they're increasing on the prices too. I don't know, but I love Fashion File. And The Real Real. I also sell a lot through Poshmark. So there's different companies that you can go with. I'm a Neiman's girl, so Neiman backs The Real Real and Fashion File, and I love that. Tracy, I've not had a bad experience with, so I like that they have a different variety of things. There's different payment options, and I just like the brand. So those are the ones that I suggest, I recommend, and that I like. I know everyone has their own experience with every brand, and there are different things that I look into when I'm deciding which company I want to go with. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, so we won't get into that today. So with sites like The Real Real and Tracy and Fashion File, they offer flexible payment options. I know Tracy offers, I believe you can pay through PayPal. You can pay through Affirm, which is a credit lender, I guess you could say. Fashion File has their own layaway plan, and The Real Real also offers Affirm, which is the lender, or I guess credit lender. So here's the thing with making a big purchase, and if you're gonna do it on credit with like a Klarna or a Affirm, I recommend not dragging the payments out if it's helpful, and trying to stick within the 3-month range, just so you're not stressing yourself out and paying for an item over this long stretch of time that just doesn't make sense. So if you decide to go that route, don't do no more than 3 months. That's just my suggestion. I do prefer Fashion File's layaway plan, I guess, because it is in-house and there's no interest. You just pay on it within, I think you get 2 months, 60 days to pay off your balance, and you can pay it off however you want. So if today you decide you want to only pay $20 and then next week you want to pay $2,000, you can do that. You just have to pay off the whole balance within 60 days. I'm pretty sure it's 60 days. I like that option better because it's not debt that you incur. It's just you paying off something, and you don't get the item until it's paid off. Whereas with Affirm or like a Klarna, you get the item, you just continue to pay on it like a loan you do. So they offer flexible payment options, and I'm all for flexibility. I am not saying to go into debt purchasing luxury items. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. Do not go into debt buying luxury things, or anything for that matter. Like, don't do it. Don't stress yourself out about things that are not necessities, okay? I'm just giving you advice on what you could do. Do not go and stress yourself out buying a bunch of luxury items on credit, okay? Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we can continue. The next point is don't impulse buy. I have a habit of impulse buying sometimes, and I'm working on it. I do sometimes have FOMO, fear of loss, and don't do it. Don't do it. I always suggest to sleep on it, wait 48 hours or 3 days or something. If you're still that strong about it, then go ahead and dive into how to make the purchase. Don't just go on a whim and say, no, let me just get it, because you'll find that I've made mistakes doing that, because I'm like, oh, I could have got it at a lesser price here, or it ends up going on sale, and I'm just like, I've paid full price and now it's on sale, and I'm just like, So don't make impulse decisions, especially when you're making like a designer purchase. Usually they are a bit expensive, and you don't want to like put yourself in a position where you've, you know, purchased something that really could have waited, or that you could have, you know, found for a lesser price, or just waited a little bit and been in a better position to get. So that's basically what I mean by don't impulse buy. When you're prepare to make a luxury purchase, because you don't want to stress yourself out. We don't want wrinkles. We don't want, you know, all this unnecessary things and complications that comes with stress. So don't do it to yourself, girl, okay? It's always gonna be a want for something. So don't be so quick to just hop on and rush to getting an item when in a month from now there's gonna be something else that you like. So just be patient. You're gonna get something that you absolutely love, you can't live without. And sometimes it works that the item that you were like, I can't live without, you're like, time moves on and you're like, oh, I don't think I really like that no more. And then you've saved yourself some coin because you didn't purchase something that you no longer like. My last thing that I consider when I'm preparing to make a high-end purchase is personal shoppers. I've shopped with a few shoppers. I have a few that I like and that I use for different things. Because of their relationships that they have with different brands and different companies, sometimes they too can offer you promos on items that are current season. I've gotten a lot of my current season items on promo because I wait. And then I shop with a personal shopper who has a relationship and can get the item for a little bit less than retail. Sometimes though, with shopping with a personal shopper, they will tack on their fee, which is understandable. This is their livelihood, but be mindful of that. Some offer a flexible payment option as well. I know one that I've shopped with, she offers, I think, 6 to 12 or 10 weeks. I think 6 to 10 weeks payment plans based on the amount of the item that you're trying to, like, I guess, lay away, because there's no interest attached to it. Those are other options that I look at as well. So guys, that is pretty much the things that I consider when making a high-end purchase. I do think it is relative and very subjective when you're talking about the things to consider when purchasing anything. These are just the things that I do and think about when I'm making my purchases. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know, how do you prepare? What are your ways of preparing to make any type of purchase? I want to know in the comments. So don't forget to like, thumbs up, drop a nice comment down below. Let me know how you plan or prepare to make a purchase. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.